Good afternoon. Welcome back to episode 5 for the newbies. I'm sure this question will come up, or maybe even already has came up, about what a SWR / power meter is. There's different types. There's one similar to this that have 3 meters that are smaller. This happens to be a watt meter, a power meter, and an SWR meter. We're going to show how this one works and how this one works. This is an MFJ Deluxe True peak reading SWR / watt meter, and it tells you the frequencies it does and the model number, and I'll put a link to this one down in the description for y'all that maybe want one of these. What's nice about this is it doesn't take up as much room as what if you had 2 meters did, because this is 2 meters. This is 2 different meters in one, pretty much. These 2 different needles do 2 different things at once, practically. Let's turn on the radio that this is hooked up to. And this light does not have to be on for this to work. We want that there. This will tell you what the average output power is on AM. It's about 10 watts. Legally, it's technically 4, but just, and if you're peaking, if you're doing the peak setting, let's, audio. See how it slowly drops down? That's one way to tell you if you're on your peak setting. It's just a hint. And SWR would be on the right side. However, interesting, this is not moving. Good, means the SWR is 1.1. SWR stands for standing wave rating. I'll put the definition of that in the description too. And low power would be 2. Yeah. So yeah, this one tells you the SWR on the power, just like the other one. This, you connect the piece of jumper coax from your radio to this, and then this to the antenna. If you have an issue, or your antenna is technically for something else, but you have a tuner, like this. It's a CB matchbox. Tuner, same thing, pretty much. If you have one of these, you want it to go, you want the coax to go from the radio to the meter, to the matchbox, and then to the antenna. So this is in line between the meter and the antenna, sorry. And this has a couple coils inside. You change these knobs and it makes the radio think. It doesn't fix the antenna. You can't do this to the antenna and then take this out of line. This has to be in line all the time if the SWR is not what it's supposed to be without it. And the way that we have this one set up, it is exactly 1.1 SWR on all 40 channels of the CB. Back up to the meter. I guess there's really not much to share on this meter anymore now. Go to the other meter. This meter is a little bit different. This meter is an old school one, and if I can find a link to it, I'll put a link to it. There's probably someone on eBay selling one of these. Maybe even on KIJI, I think it is. Whatever that place is up in Canada for you guys. And I'm not just saying whatever, I am saying whatever, it's just I don't remember it, but I'll put a link down to that too. In the, this has a different scale, or this has 3 scales. 3 range scale. This will handle up to 1,000 watts, at least it says it does, but who knows. Never pushed it to 1,000. Almost 100 though. But different scales. When it's on the 10 watt scale here, 10, 20, you know, such and such. Or so and so. And you have to switch this back and forth. This one's definitely a little bit different than the other one. This one is probably not as good as the other one, but maybe. But yeah. And hopefully that helps you guys. And sorry if I was long-winded and all that stuff.